Episode 6 of Whiskey on the Rocks begins with the Swedish government revealing their findings about the presence of nuclear warheads during a press conference. Falden and Alexandra discuss their plan to finally defuse the escalating situation. Meanwhile, Lagerkrantz, obliviously thrilled, is preparing for war, dreaming of the military accolades he believes will follow his victory. Thankfully, his civilian aide shows more sense than him and alerts Falden about Lagerkrantz's location. Falden then contacts the leader of the Association of Sheep Rearers, who helps orchestrate Lagerkrantz's capture. In a bizarre turn of events, the Soviet naval commander accidentally speaks to a sleepy Brezhnev, who is also suffering from dementia. Brezhnev enthusiastically orders an all-out attack. Following these orders, the Soviet Navy begins preparing for war. When Reagan is informed of the development, the U.S. president orders a chicken race, escalating tensions further as NATO increases its strike capacity. While the Swedes hold the line, a misunderstanding occurs when a Swedish soldier fires a launch signal to mark Swedish territory. The Soviets misinterpret this as the start of war and prepare to advance. Thankfully, the tense situation diffuses when a Swedish boat successfully guides the Soviet submarine into international waters. Simultaneously, Andropov orders an immediate halt to the conflict. Elsewhere, Reagan expresses disappointment that the chicken race ended tragically through diplomacy. As a result of these events, Lagerkrantz is removed from his position. The defector and his family are safely escorted to the U.S. by the CIA, while Alexandra is celebrated with an award for her efforts to peacefully resolve the crisis. During a conversation with a colleague, Alexandra discovers an idea floated by a comrade about building a gas pipeline to serve the greedy Europeans. Meanwhile, the Swedish commander warns Falden not to trust Alexandra, suspecting she may be hiding her true intentions. However, Falden, loyal to his association with the sheep rearers, dismisses the concern and informs the commander about Alexandra's latest piece of intelligence, the proposed gas pipeline, all while their conversation being tapped by both the U.S. and the Soviets. The episode concludes on a lighter note as the man who borrowed the fisherman's hammer returns it, mending their relationship. What a phenomenal finale! This episode perfectly balances dramatic tension with laugh-out-loud comedy. However, some of the satirical references may require an understanding of historical context, which could be challenging for viewers unfamiliar with the era. As a miniseries, Whiskey on the Rocks is the perfect length to capture the absurdity of the Whiskey on the Rocks situation during the equally absurd Cold War era. The chicken race serves as a biting commentary on the detached and self-absorbed leaders who prioritized entertainment over diplomacy and peaceful solutions. The episode ends on a brilliant note, highlighting the absurdity of a situation that could have annihilated half a country. In the end, all it took to resolve the crisis was the return of a hammer to mend a petty conflict, underscoring the triviality of the larger chaos. Overall, the show is a delightful blend of biting political satire and thoroughly entertaining fictional reconstruction, shedding light on one of the most unnecessarily tense moments in world history.